Hey guys, this is Maddy of Sister Night Podcast, and today is One Take Tuesday, or maybe a random day of the week. I actually hopping on here because I have a lot on my mind, and I don't know, I just thought it would be a good time to record a podcast. If you hear a little background noise, that is Jonas. I am on mommy duty, so he is playing in his activity mat and pulling on some of the little toys and kicking away, so you may hear some music. So today I decided to do a crazy thing. I decided to pull out the scale and hop on. I don't know why I picked today of all days. Yesterday was my nephew's birthday, and we ate ice cream, birthday cake. Because we didn't come home, Cleaver and I just stopped by and picked up burgers and fries. So we had that too. On Monday, my coworker's birthday, so we celebrated in the office with a bunch of treats. So it has been a crazy food week, but for whatever reason, this morning I was just like, you know what, let me get on this thing and see where I'm at. And much to my horror, I was I don't even want to say where I was, but it was bad. You know, everyone has that number that you're a little overweight and you don't like it, but you're kind of comfortable with that number. But it was more than that. So, yeah, not good. The good thing about that is that, it's a hard number, whether you like it or not. It is a starting point. I know some people are against the scale, but I always found the scale to be helpful. I think it helps to have a hard figure to look at. And for me, the first step is admitting I have a problem, right? So my problem is I have gained some weight. And at this point, I know everyone's going to be like, yeah, but you just had a baby. And that may be good and all. But at this point, I've gained weight. Like I weighed less when I had the baby, right after I had the baby, than I do now. So this is no longer the baby weight. This is Maddy weight. And I really need to do something about it because I don't feel comfortable being at this weight. Now, before anyone gives me a hard time, I'm actually not beating myself up about this. I know I had a baby. I know I'm still nursing, so my body's not 100% back to its normal self. It's actually not back to its normal self at all. Physiologically, I know that. But I think it helps to have a starting point, right? So for me, I know that some of it is the baby, no doubt about it. And some of it is just really bad decisions that started during my pregnancy. When I was pregnant, there was another girl in the office that was also pregnant, and she was due a week before me, and we became really good friends throughout this process. It was really nice being able to commiserate with another person that not only was in my office, but who sat literally right next to me. We shared a cubicle wall. So during our pregnancy, we shared everything, including food. She is a little petite Asian girl, so she loves to eat and she doesn't gain anything. She is the devil, seriously. So every time, it was like, let's get breakfast, let's get lunch, let's get snacks. Even when I would say no, she would bring me stuff anyway because she was having cravings. So we shared a lot of the same cravings, and anyway, it just became a mess. And my eating habits, which were really good before that, just kind of got out of control. And I'm not going to put it all on her, but she's a really bad example. And I know my body. I can't eat that way because I just gain weight looking at food. So that was a big culprit. Also, just, I would say, office life in general, office birthday parties. I moved to a different section of the office, and that section just loved to celebrate everything. So every day there was someone's birthday, and there would be cookies and cake and chips and salsa, my favorite. So that was a really big temptation. Also, in this new area of the office, there was a lot of friends, and every day we were ordering out, just ordering out lunch. I was before then a really big salad and soup lunch kind of girl, and sometimes I'd bring lunch from home, and then all of a sudden I was ordering out every single day. Mexican, hibachi, sandwiches, out of control, seriously out of control. So recently, my manager approached me and asked if I wanted to move to a different area of the office. They gave me the choice, and even though I will miss my friends in the area that I'm at, I said, I'm gonna go. It's gonna be a more private area, and I just think it'll be better for me. A fresh start, no temptation, no birthdays and big ordering out of lunches. It's just gonna be more quiet, and I could really focus on getting my eating habits back to normal, because maybe for some people temptations like that is not a big deal and it's easy to just overcome, but for me, I need physical distance. Like, I don't have the willpower to say no to these things. So I'm glad for the move, and it's going to be coming up soon, because I think it'll be a fresh start for me to try to get back into my routine and hopefully begin the process of losing some of this baby weight. And I'm really excited because I did this once before, so I know I can do it again. It's not impossible. Right before I was pregnant, I lost a bunch of weight and I felt so great, and I was exercising every day, and it was probably the healthiest and the most fit I've been in a very long time. So I am so ready to get back to that place where not only have I lost the baby weight and I'm feeling good about myself physically and clothes, but I'm also healthier. Like, I can walk up the steps and not lose my breath. So I am super duper excited about getting back into shape and just getting back to my old self. I'm ready to be Maddy again. So first things first, I really need to get organized and prioritize, because finding time to work out and live a healthy lifestyle is really the key to losing this weight. So I need serious help with that right now. My schedule's all over the place. Not to mention, I get really easily distracted. Even this podcast right now that I'm recording is a distraction. Like, I could easily be working out these 20 minutes that I am recording and editing this one take, but that's just the way my brain works. I get distracted, and next thing you know, a quick one take episode takes me all night, because I'm a perfectionist as well, and I just want to perfect it and re-record it until it is perfect for you guys to hear. So that's the first thing I have to work on, getting my priorities straight and really setting time aside for working out. The next thing that I have to figure out is how I'm gonna stay accountable. I gave up my gym membership. I spoke about it, I think, in our first podcast episode. I gave up my gym membership. I got a bike here at the house, which is wonderful for convenience, but honestly, it's been terrible. I hardly get on that thing, and I have to just be more disciplined about it. Going to the gym, when I started spin a couple years ago, I went with my friend, and eventually she stopped going to the classes with me, but by then I was already motivated and losing weight and really having fun. So it was okay. Like, it was a piece of cake for me to continue. But right now that my motivation is way low, it's really hard to rely on myself to get up in the morning or stay up late in the evenings to work out. So I have to really figure out how I'm going to stay accountable. I'm hoping that this one take, maybe I'll continue with these and keep you guys posted on my progress, because I think that might be a good way to stay accountable. If not to myself, maybe to the listeners, to you guys. So for now, I'm just going to keep it really small, take baby steps. I'm going to start by trying to drink more water throughout the day, maybe controlling my portions. After I had the baby, and I guess because I'm nursing, my appetite's out of control. I can eat the whole plate and then lick it. So I'm going to try to cut down on that and see how that goes. Maybe not change what I'm eating just yet, except for the goodies. Maybe eliminate some of the goodies, but definitely cut down on my portions. And also a biggie that used to work for me, and I feel like it's so important when you're trying to lose weight, is tracking. Man, tracking is such a pain in the ass, but it really works. Once you jot down everything that you eat, and for me, I do a lot of grazing, especially at work. At home, I don't keep snacks, so that's not a problem here in the house. At work is the problem. People have goodies out all day. Like I said, there's tons of birthdays. Every day there's a birthday. So every time you walk by, there's a cookie. You grab a cookie, you grab a donut hole, you grab a chip, you grab something, and all that grazing adds up. It may not seem like a lot, but it really, really is. So that is going to be a major key for me too, trying to track and be honest with myself and jot everything down. So that is my game plan, guys. Hopefully it works. Maybe for the next one take podcast, I will let you know how that helped. I will eventually like to start with the working out, but I feel like I need to start somewhere small, making small manageable changes, and not trying to do everything at once. So I'm gonna commit to this. I'm gonna commit to drinking more water, controlling my portions, cutting things down by half if possible, and also tracking. And hopefully that'll get me somewhere. I am feeling really inspired. I keep looking at my feed, and my friends are doing big and great things. I see Sandy waking up every morning at 5 a.m. And I remember when I used to get up at 5 a.m. to go to spin. And I'm just like, go girl, I need to get there. I have a couple friends. Christina has lost a bunch of weight. She broke up with her man, and she has been hitting the gym hard, and she looks phenomenal. I just have so many friends on Instagram that are just looking great and doing what they need to do to take care of themselves. So I really want to do the same, and I'm optimistic. I think I can do it. So anyway, wish me luck. Keep cheering me on. If you have any tips for me, email me, sisternightpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up on Instagram and let me know what you're doing. And let's keep each other motivated, because it's not easy to lose weight. It's not easy to work out, but it definitely helps having a buddy system. So I hope you guys are my buddies and will keep me motivated and keep checking in on me and holding me accountable. Anyway, sorry for kind of like the long rambling podcast, but thank you for listening, and I hope to give you an update in the next couple of weeks. I'll let you know how I did. Have a good night, everyone.